She was born in 1901, and she always did things ahead of her time. And Mother was an achiever. She was very intelligent, a good debater. My parents were both very giving people, and would always try to help people do things for you. My dad would give you the shirt off his back. It was a little bitty company at that time, you know, so at 14 and 15 I was child labor. Couldn't do that these days at this day and time, but I loved it. I think I got paid $10 a week or something like that.
Did you plan to become a businesswoman?
No. No, I majored in English at Centenary College, have a BA from Centenary, but I was always going to be a social worker, a caseworker, or something like that. And it never turned out that way. We needed help in the business. My father had been ill a long time, so that's what I did. You do what you have to do.
That's true.
You do what you have to do.
I think one summer, Nell, who lives in Plattsburgh, New York, we're only 17 months apart in age. I think she spanked us about 40 times one summer because we kept going over into the cow pasture.
Kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue.
She used to spank us with a cake spatula, and we couldn't say spatula, so we called it back slapper. And Nell was always a little bit more deviant and sneaky than me. She'll deny that. But she hid that back slapper or cake spatula under the icebox refrigerator one day, and I was so afraid of Mom's authority that I put it back in the drawer.
Let's just say I applied the spatula when it was necessary.
Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way?
Most of those spankings were justified, you believe?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
What's the matter with kids today?
My first impressions were of Virginia when I entered a room with about 25 people in it. I met Virginia Shehee walking down the hall, and I thought, now here's a woman that makes things happen.
She has probably the keenest business sense of anyone that I've ever been around.
This is a woman who has tremendous energy, has a very strong commitment to important elements of the community like higher education.
The arts. She's a leader in education. This latest project of hers with the Biomedical Center is going to be a wonderful thing.
You think about the things that she's been involved in, biomed and education, the arts and whatnot in this community, and she really has been a visionary and a trailblazer.
And again, there are so many things that she's had a hand in that people simply just don't know about. They may know about the Shreveport Symphony or the Strand or the Biomedical Research Foundation or different donations that have been made that resulted in plaques on the wall, but there are many, many other projects that are done that people just don't know about. And she silently gets them done and goes about her business to find someone else who needs some help.
When we broke ground for the Allendale branch YWCA and working with that, that is how I got in in touch with her and working to find out what this wonderful woman that was always doing something for somebody else. And I thought, that, well, you had to have money. I knew I couldn't because I didn't have any money. Because, see, I'm just a cook, I wasn't in the where I could have money and all. I'm a good cook. And when I get to heaven, I'm going to let all the good cooks in free. She's one of the most wonderful women I know. And when the VOA honored she and myself, I said, well, thank God they are doing what they're supposed to do. Not for me, I say they have the richest white woman and the poorest black.
We glue things together. these?
I'm proud of the lighthouse. Yes, I really am.
2 little hands go clap, clap, clap.
Programs like the lighthouse prove that most kids need just a little help, or maybe even a lot of help, but they're not necessarily headed for the life of crime or whatever, if they just have some help along the way.
Is that a doll or a little girl?
She is as generous as anybody I've ever met. When you think about the good things in this community, chances are very good that Virginia Shehee's name is going to be on it.
I think that's the greatest gift that she has made to this community. It has caused us all to be aware of our responsibility, to not stop what we're doing, to not end after a project and say, well, I did my part. She leaves one project and just quietly goes on to another one.
I like to be involved, and I have seen too many of my friends who retired that are no longer with us. And I think as long as your mind is working, God gives you a mind and you good health, you might as well contribute.
She's driven. She's driven. She wants to make the world a better place. And she has the innate ability to get along with people. People without that ability never seem to rise into leadership positions. Virginia Shehee is a leader, and I'm proud to call her friend.
She cares about each and every person in our community. And the things that she is involved in are not for Virginia. They're for Shreveport, Bossier, and Northwest Louisiana, and maybe just the world.
She's such a real person. She loves everybody. She loves her work and her family and like that, and I love family. And she loves her family and loves doing for others. And that's why that makes her so precious to me. We're blessed having somebody in our area like that you can really trust. You know, some people will do it for a while, but she'll do it for a lifetime. She can't quit now. It's been too long.